So we are entering into one of the most anticipated seasons at the Hill household, and that is Passover. We started celebrating Passover as a Christian family. We are not Jewish last year, and have some really great picture book resources that we love for this time of year. Even if you're not celebrating Passover and doing Easter or a combination, these are some pretty awesome books that my kids love. First up, and this is one of the favorites, is The Passover Lamb, and it is based on a true story, and it is the sweetest little story. My kids think it is hilarious. It's all about this family that's about to go to their grandparents for the Passover Seder meal, and one of their sheep has some baby lambs. The mother rejects one of the lambs. The daughter, who knows that this little lamb needs to get taken care of in order for it to live, but she doesn't want to miss the Seder meal, she names it Moses, and she brings it with her in a basket, and it is such a sweet story. Another book that we love is The Longest Night, and this book has some really cool illustrations and talks about the Exodus story and Passover night from a little girl's point of view. And it's wonderful just to give children a very easy read. It's written in a poetry style, so it's easily digestible, outlays the meaning and why we celebrate Passover really nicely. Another good book with some fun illustrations, The Garden, the Curtain, and the Cross. This book just does a really good job of connecting the beginning of scripture, the garden, with Jesus's death on the cross and his resurrection, and what that really means in the context of the totality of scripture. Make Room is a little bit longer read, but it has a lot of great text about kind of why we celebrate Easter and just the importance of going into this season of just setting time aside to not just let go of things, but also making sure that we're bringing good things in, such as spending more time with God, really leaning into our relationship with him, really leaning into, caring for others and kind of putting ourselves aside and seeing how we can serve and love on other people and just really connect with God in this season leading up to Easter. Next, The Story of the Passover does a really nice job of just outlining the whole Exodus story of how the Israelites became slaves of Egypt, why the Pharaoh would not let them go worship, the story of Moses, all the plagues, and then culminating with the parting of the Red Sea. This story, Exodus, is also a great resource. It goes a little bit more in depth and also broader. It kind of covers more of the whole book of Exodus and is a little bit more wordy, so you might not be able to sit down and read this whole thing in one chunk, but it's a good resource as well to break up into different parts and go through the book of Exodus together. And this last one we added into our library this year is not so much Passover focused, but it is a sweet story that my kids loved, all about how we are the stubborn sheep who need a good shepherd who is going to search after us and seek after us and not give up on us and helps us when we get into some sticky situations. I hope you enjoy those recommendations. My kids have loved and enjoyed all of these books. All the links are down in the description, and let me know in the comments what are some of your favorite books for Easter, Passover that we can look into and add to our library.